mode.
Hey everybody, Kelly Felix here. We got a good one for you today. It's going to be quick and right to the point and all training, no fluff. We're not going to be doing a 3-hour marathon here, so I hope you guys are ready to rock. Just let me know you see my screen, audio good, all that. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of people coming in. Um, I usually give people a few more minutes, but I think we're just going to go ahead and get started. Because I gotta remind everybody one more time. I gotta send out an email and say we're live because a bunch of people, that's just how it goes. But man, we got a lot of people coming on right now, and I got some good stuff for you. We got Herc Magnus, BTF superstar. He got his start at BTF actually, and he's in Rich Jerk, always providing mega value. And then we have Todd Spears, who I haven't seen in like 10 years in person, but I always hear about his stuff and see his stuff, and he's always rocking out SEO, and he's just one of the go-to guys for everything SEO. And we're going to show you on this webinar why, if you're using the Yoast SEO plugin, you'll see that Yoast is toast. That's the hashtag, Yoast is toast. Somebody give me a Yoast is toast hashtag on there, so I know you guys are feeling me on that. Somebody type in some Yoast is toast. There we go. Hope you guys aren't using Yoast anymore. You won't be after this, I don't think. Yeah, so this is going to be awesome. We're going to get into some stuff called schema. I don't know, you guys familiar with schema? Yes or no? A lot of no's. Kinda, heard of it, a little bit. Somebody uses all-in-one. Wow, hundreds of people. No, no, never heard of it. Awesome. Someone said they heard schema was toast. Show us the magic. All right, cool. Oh, I see a few people that do know what we're talking about, so that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna hand it over to Herc, and he's gonna uh, go ahead and show you a couple of cool things, and then Todd's gonna take over. And so I'm gonna switch the screen over, guys. This is informal, guys. I don't do like formal stuff, you know, with you know, certain format or whatever. We just kind of go by the seat of our pants. So ask questions along the way, and I'll be tuning in, and I'll answer questions in the question box, in the text box. We'll put up some stuff in the chat window, and just let us know if you're having any problems or anything. But just try to pay attention, take some notes, and you're also going to get something awesome at the end for free just for being here, because you shared your valuable time with us, and we really appreciate that. So with that said, I'm going to switch it over. Let's see. Oh, actually, I think we already did, so we're good. You guys see Todd's screen right now? On page SEO Game Changer? Right on. Cool. So, Herc, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, right on. Everybody give me a one if you can hear me. Just make sure my mic's working all good. Right on, right on. Wow. All right, some of you may know me, some of you may not. My name is Herc Magnus. I was a very fortunate person to hear about Kelly Felix way back in the day with Rich Jerk. And of course, I bought his course, and I probably did the same thing that a lot of you did, is I shelved it and I didn't do shit with it. But fortunately, I found BTF, and that is where I had a major turning point in my career. I had a lot of great information in BTF, and I asked a lot of dumb questions in there, but I got a lot of answers, and I kind of figured my way through the SEO thing to the tune of, by the time it was like 2015 last year, I was actually making around 25 grand a month doing SEO, selling services and a bunch of cool stuff. It's Bring the Fresh, Vicky. It's another killer program Kelly's got. And I was able to turn that into $25,000 a month income, which completely changed my life. And then I was also fortunate enough for Kelly to approach me to put some bonus content into the Rich Jerk to teach some of my strategies. So I was able to do that. And then once again, I was fortunate enough to meet my partner, Todd Spears, who took a look at some of the stuff I was doing and said to me, you know, dude, I really think that we could do a lot better. And Todd and I were able to partner up, and just ever since then, things have been kicking ass. So what I'd like to do, actually, guys, is introduce you to my partner. He's absolutely been instrumental in me achieving the level of success that I have as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Todd, and he's going to teach you something that he taught me that in the next 20 minutes, he's going to teach you a free way to absolutely blow up your sites. And Todd, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me okay? How do I sound?
You sound
Let
good,
me
buddy.
know.
Take it away.
All right. All right. I'll just get started. Cool. Got a new mic here, so just want to make sure that it's pumping out some good vibration. Sounds like it is. Great. All right. So some of you may or may not have ever heard of me. I'm not some big launcher of different products throughout the years. I've been, as you can see here, I've been around for a really long time, but I'm not, a Facebook expert 1 month and then a video graphics expert the next month. I've just always been into SEO. I started my online career right out of college. A degree in computer science and mathematics, so I'm not your English kind of guy, but I know my numbers. And started my online career back in 1996. So been online for a while doing all kinds of things. I started heavily into SEO after I sold my lead gen company in 2003. I really got involved into how all of my affiliates were generating so many leads for me, and that's kind of where piqued my interest and started moving forward in that direction. I actually was the inventor of SEO hosting and PBNs all the way back in 2004. Came across that by experimenting and figuring out what we needed to do to rank higher in Google. I started guest speaking at Traffic Domination with Keith Baxter and Ryan Dice back in 2003 and 2004. So kind of did a lot of my own underground things for many years. I have my own data center down in Dallas where we put together a lot of cool programs and site building automation and SEO tricks and things like that. Came out in 2011 and finally published Blog Network Blueprint, which was kind of the precursor to everybody using PBNs for ranking their sites in Google. And I've just made a lot of money doing lead gen, a lot of SEO, a lot of automated ranking tools and service. So that's just a little bit about me, just so you know that I'm just not some new guy who heard something and decided to tell you about it. I actually do like to experiment and invent things. So let's just get right into it. This next 20 minutes is what I know to be the next generation search engine optimization tactic. All right, today you're going to see multiple new and old sites making big rankings in Google. I mean, in like 24 and 48 hours from a lot of our students in case studies that are implementing these strategies. So give me the next 20 minutes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Then I'm going to show you how you can do it as well. So I see everyone's following along here, and I see hashtag ready. All right, that's good. I like to get you guys to communicate with me over there in the chat box. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. And it really helps me, energizes me whenever I see all that going on and I can get into it. All right, so what are we talking about? We're talking about the semantic web, okay? Some of you, I'm sure, have heard about the semantic web, maybe not know a lot about it. Some of you may know some things about it. It encompasses a lot of things. It's not just one thing. It's a lot of different areas, all right? And there's some books on it now, and you should go out and read it and educate yourself about what's coming. But more importantly, what we're going to be talking about today is structured data. And let me give you the definition. Data that can be immediately identified within an electronic structure such as a relational database. For example, to retrieve the name of a city, the quote-unquote city field is accessed. In contrast, text is unstructured, and to derive meaning from it, the text must be scanned and analyzed. And if you think about it, that's what Google kind of does. They come to your website, they scan it, and then they send it back to something called Big Daddy, which is a Big Daddy data center, and they analyze it. And then they try to understand what your site's about. And then once they finally figure it out, then they give you some brownie points or not brownie points, whatever they want to do. They incorporate that with other ranking factors of your site. But in other words, they just have to analyze it and spend a lot of power trying to figure it out. Now, who understands how to do all that? Right? Structured data is relatively new. It's been out for maybe a couple of years now, but it's getting more and more popular. All right, probably not many of you understood it, but neither does anyone else, and that's why not very many people are doing it. According to Search Engine Land, 80% of all sites do not use structured data. And I can confirm that. I have a tool called Schema Hunter, and I go in and I put in keywords, and I see who's using schema, who's using structured data, and see where they're ranking and things like that. So I can tell pretty quickly who's using structured data and who isn't. And I promise you, not very many people are. Only like the really, really deep SEOs are doing it. All right, so you say, who cares? Well, Google cares that too. Now I'm going to read to you a couple of excerpts from a couple of very important websites that are now starting to talk about how Google is now paying attention to structured data. According to SEOskeptic.com, Google is now piloting a program that allows local business owners to provide information about their business by using schema.org. For example, by providing in your site with a mix of required, recommended, and optional properties with the values for the schema.org local business class, a business can now provide Google with information about things like the business's name, address, telephone number, physical location, and hours of operation. All right, some buzzwords there, schema.org. You're going to want to write that down. You're going to want to remember it because that's very important to what we're going to be talking about. Another thing very important is Google also recommends providing this information using JSON LD. I'm going to tell you there's a few different ways to do structured data. There's rich snippets, there's microdata, and then there's JSON LD. JSON LD is going to be the winner in all of these competing codes. It's kind of like the DVD player will Blu-ray one out. In the end, well, JSON's going to win out in this regard as well. Also, from SEOhacker.com, schema is the new way that Google, Yahoo, and Bing use to sort the whole internet out. It is a system that will make it easier for the search engines to identify what a website or even a paragraph is all about. So they're starting to get a lot of talk out there about how Google's really, liking the idea of being able to come to your site, reading the structured data that's inside your site. It's not on the page. The users don't see it, but Google's spiders do see it, and they grab it, they read it, they understand it, and they don't have to spend so much time analyzing and trying to understand what it is that you're trying to say. In other words, what it is that you're trying to rank for. All right, also, just so you know, I found this just a few days ago online. It says here, Google's, and there's a source link down there at the bottom. Google's own John Mueller, and John Mueller's kind of like Matt Cutts, which is like the mouthpiece for Google and their search engine team. Okay, so Google's own John Mueller just recently said in a Google Hangout that Google will be stepping up their efforts around structured markup throughout the year because it benefits them in how they understand a web page. He said, so I suspect over the course of the year we will definitely be seeing more structured data because it really helps us a lot to understand and discover. That was just put out last week. All right, if you know anything about Google, they'll start doing things before they tell you they're doing it. They do a lot of testing and experimenting to see whether or not they, are going to continue moving forward with what they're experimenting with. And this right here, my friends, is a perfect example of structured data that's coming, that everyone is going to need to be using. All right, so you say, that's great and all, but have you ever implemented any structured data, and does it actually make a difference? All right, so here's where the fun part starts. So now if you want to see some proof of some sites that I own, some sites that Herc owns, some sites that some of our beta testers have been using it on, type in show me, and I can see everyone's following along here. I love that. Love that. Moving right along. Okay, here's our first testimonial from a good friend of mine named Wayne Voss. Wayne Voss had a site that sat stagnant for about 3 weeks, fully indexed. Okay? And I kept pressuring him, hey man, I gave you the plugin, I need you to test it, get it on your sites. He fiddled around and didn't get it done. Then finally, he installed Schema on December 29th. Within 4 days, 2 of his pages went to page 1. Number 21 to number 11 in 4 days. Number 45, page 4 to page 1 in 5 days. And you can see a couple examples of the screenshots right here. I'm going to enlarge this just a minute. But one thing I want to let you guys know is that he installed this on December 29th. That was just a little over a month ago. So, guys, this is happening now. This isn't some old result that happened last year. This is happening now. Here's a magnified example of, you can see, of his ranking graph where he installed the plugin on December 29th, and immediately his site started going up in rankings, all from only installing structured data, telling Google exactly what this site's about. And I don't know what it is. Google just sees structured data. This is what we're seeing across the board. Google just sees structured data on your site, and you just get 2 big thumbs up as they're going away, and they're immediately telling their ranking factors, hey, this guy's cool. He gets it. He understands. He's giving us what we want. All right. So here's another testimonial from Dinker. Dinker got the information and immediately installed structured data on a brand new EMD site. EMD stands for exact match domain. Okay, and I know a few years ago it was really all the rage to register a keyword that you wanted to rank for, put a .com or a .org on the end of it, and you would rank really fast. I used to have an automated system that could install hundreds of sites very quickly with EMDs, and they ranked really well. Well, Penguin came along and decided that was a little bit too much over-optimization, so we all kind of went away from EMDs because it was too easy to get, not ranked because you were over-optimized. But we're seeing this over and over again, that an EMD with schema markup are blasting up in the rankings. Right here, brand new site, installed schema, 3 days, 13, 16, and 17 in a major city. No links, medium competition market. So that's a really phenomenal testimonial there from Danker, and we really appreciate him for letting us know. All right, so now you all know a lot of people out there talk about Google Maps and, does it affect Google Maps at all? Well, by implementing structured data, you're giving Google the exact details about your site, especially your location of business. And one of the things that we install inside the schema is your geolocation, your latitude and longitudinal coordination of your place of business, let's say. And that, because Maps is all about places of business. And by installing your latitude and longitude, they immediately, I think that since they have your latitude and longitude in a structured data, they bump you up in the maps. Important takeaway, schema will increase your maps rankings in Google. We see it over and over again. Now I want you to check out the following testimonial about maps. Did it increase rankings when using schema? Dinker, again, updated a couple of days later, right after he sent us the first one. He also hit #1 in Google Maps. Same brand new EMD site. And what's cool about schema as well, it says here all of the social pages are now ranking on either page 1 or page 2. And what that, we're kind of going to get into that in a little bit in a minute, but a part of schema has, you put in more than just your business name and address. All right, there's also another additive called same as. And what same as is you fill in the same as fields and you tell Google where your Facebook page is, profile, where your Twitter profile is, where all of your social profiles are, and then they correlate the two immediately as opposed to having to analyze if these sites are connected to this sites and so forth. So by using structured data, by telling Google what your same as sites are, all of the social properties also bumped up onto page 1 and 2. So phenomenal results there from Danker. Also, Magnus Jordafal here, page 1 in the snack pack within 24 hours. He installed schema on his site, boom, page 1 in the snack pack. So congratulations to Magnus. I love this ranking shot right here. This is what we call the hockey stick. And this is what we love to see, and we're seeing it over and over again where somebody adds schema to their site, and within 24 to 48 hours, they just blast up onto page 1. All right, the ranking boosts are just phenomenal across the board. Here's another pretty cool one. I'm going to bring Herc in on this one here in just a second. This is, a lot of you are probably familiar with the rank and rent guide that Herc's so famous for. And Marissa is Herc's VA, and she started working with Herc, and he started teaching her a few things and gave her some information. And Herc, why don't you tell us a little bit about Marissa here?
Sure. Marissa, like Todd said, is my VA, and the way that we struck a deal is she wanted to come and work for me in exchange for my helping her to do SEO. So what we did is we stuck with a rank and rent guide. That's all the rich jerkers may or may not know of that book. It's in there. But what we did is we stuck with that guide. And then when this new strategy of schema was coming up, I wanted her to test it on this site. So we implemented that on her site. and we actually were able to get her onto page 1, and then all we had to do from that point is, well, she did this. All she had to do was start calling people with the same service in her that this website was ranked for that were beneath her, and start saying, look, I got better rankings for you than your own business. Would you like to lease out my site and have instant results for your business? And she was able to strike a deal with the guy to sell that site for $1,000 a month, and now she's on Easy Street. All she has to do is collect that check every month.
Yeah, absolutely. That, my friends, is the rank and rent method. And that's it. That's living proof right there. Marissa not knowing really a lot about how to get this stuff done within a few months. Bam, page 1, $1,000 a month profit. Congratulations to Marissa. All right, so what the heck does all that mean to you? Do you care? It means that you must implement schema, right? And that's what we're telling you. That's what this 20 minutes was about. I wanted to introduce you to schema and structured data and schema.org and JSON LD. You should be writing those terms down, looking them up, learning a little bit more about them, and get this kind of stuff on your websites. Even if it doesn't have to be a local business, it can be any site. Anytime you put a little bit of schema on your site, Google is just going to think you're cooler than the other people that are not doing. They're going to think you're smarter. They're going to think you put more thought into it. They're going to think you mean more. That's just the bottom line. All right, so here's where now I'm just going to give you some resources that you can go out there and read and take a look at. Herc's going to pop those into the chat box for you. These are some of the sites that I visit and that I use. I'm going to break out of the presentation real quick for a minute and just hop over here. And I just want to go over a couple of these links that I just showed you. Pretty simple. Here is a telltale sign of what Google thinks about structured data. They tell you how to do it on google.com. Okay? They're telling you a lot of information and giving you a lot of different various ways of using structured data on your site. It's right here. Okay? So hit that link on google.com. Here's what JSON looks like. This is what I wanted to show you guys. It's not that complicated. I mean, if you just read that, okay, it looks a little strange, but it's just a little bit of code. It's not that complicated. Here's an example of a person. Okay, so this is not a local business. This is just defining a person. His name is John Doe. His job title is this. He went to that university. His other name is Johnny. His website is this, and here's his address. See, so you can use it for just about anything that helps Google understand. Like if you're an author or anything like that, you want to use person schema. Okay, cool. So you go through here and you learn out kind of what do you want to fill in the blanks with. That's all there is to it. Now you got to learn how to embed it into your HTML documents. You can't just put it anywhere. so here's a link to w3.org, which will tell you exactly right here embedding JSON LD in HTML document. If you can read, understand a little bit of code, you can get that done. And then after you've done those two things, Google, here's another telltale sign of how important Google thinks this is. All you have to do is put in your URL once you've installed it and test it. Fetch and validate, and it will tell you whether or not that Google can read it properly, and you're done. Unless you have an error, then you go back and fix the error. But that's how you figure out what kind of schema you want, how to insert it into your HTML, and then how you test it. So you should have all those links inside of your chat box now, so everybody go get those and copy them down to a notepad. Now the next couple of things I want to show you is just a couple of cool resources of sites that I like to visit. These are like not real common for most of you at assist.org. This is also in your chat box. This guy right here, Richard Wallace, you should all be following this guy if you want to do some search engine optimization, or if you want to get more involved with schema and understand where it's going. This guy, a little bit heady, I won't lie, a little bit heady, but genius gentleman right here by the name of Richard Wallace. He knows all about schema, and there's a lot of information there to go over. So take some time and check that out. Another thing I wanted to show you was from SE Roundtable. Here, okay, actually this is where I showed you earlier where Google's own John Mueller was talking about structured data. Okay, it's right here as well. And I didn't just make that up. It's right here. This was published January 29th. Like I said, 5 days ago. That's when this was published, where he did a live Google Hangout and was talking about the benefits Google sees in structured data. So I just wanted to point that out. Another thing that's very important is everybody's heard of, some of you have seen these stars and these reviews in the SERPs. Okay, you get those stars and reviews in the SERPs, you get massive click-through. And when you get massive, say you're in position number 6, and another guy, and they, just a little bit above the fold, let's just say, and they see these stars and rankings and stuff, well, you immediately want to go down there and click on that. So that increases your CTR, visitors on site. That alone is a ranking factor that's going to bump you up in the ranking. So that is very important to do. And this is also done with JSON. And then what this is talking about, this post right here is talking about what Google thinks about supporting JSON LD. Now, right here is where they're saying that they're really starting to pick up on JSON LD. And I'm going to tell you this right now. 6 weeks ago, we weren't seeing very much movement or very much indications that we were seeing very many star ratings in the SERPs. But in the last 2 or 3 weeks, man, a lot of people in our Facebook group have been reporting day after day that now they're starting to see these stars show up on all their pages. It's interpage kind of thing, which you'll learn about that as well. But that's really it. That's how important that is. Use JSON LD for your reviews, and it works really well. We're starting to see this more and more. And that's what this page talks about. It's talking about how JSON and Google are really starting to pick up steam. Okay, has everybody got that? Has everybody got all the links? Everybody write all that down? Any other burning question I should tell you about those? If not, I'm going to head on back over here. All right, everybody got those down? I'll leave them on the screen for a couple more seconds.
I'm gonna share a file with everybody that's asking for all the links that will have all those links so that you guys can go and do all this research and see how to implement schema. So I'll definitely get that to everybody.
Okay, I went over by 5 minutes. I do apologize. We got started about 5 minutes late on the intro. I got more in depth on a couple of things there, guys, that I normally do, because I really want you guys to take this home. I really want you guys to understand how important structured data is for your websites moving forward. So I hope you enjoyed this information, learned a lot about the most powerful way to increase your rankings at 26. Please use the information to install schema on your sites. Okay? So if that's what you came to hear and you need to run, we thank you for coming. And I see now everybody is already reading ahead here. The hashtag sayings are through the roof. Yeah, it can be a little bit hard. I mean, I have a degree in computer science, and I had a little bit of a struggle with it, implementing it manually. You will make mistakes. It does take time. So, yeah, so we did make some software. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and start showing you guys. You guys ready to see it? Yeah, everyone's saying yes. Okay, cool. Let me just get logged in here. Are we going PSV2 test site, Herc?
Yes, you are.
All right. Okay, here we are. We're logged into the back end of a WordPress site. I'm going to take a few more minutes here and just kind of introduce you to the cool part. There's this. Now, I want to preface this by saying that Project Supremacy is not just schema. Okay, guys? It does a lot of things to help you build sites, great sites, sites that rank. It does tons of on-page SEO and a lot of other things. You can see I've got a lot of API settings here. I'll talk about that in a minute. But right here is the easy button. Okay, right here is the schema markup. Local business, fill in the blanks. Social accounts, remember how I said same as features and how Danker had all of his profiles ranking? Just after doing this and then put all your same as's in here that Google correlates the two together. Address for Google Maps. Here's the star ratings, guys. Star ratings and reviews counts. We've actually developed a much more sophisticated area for this that we might show you in a little bit. But for now, just there's that. Geolocation. Remember I talked about latitude and longitude? Who knows what their latitude and longitude is like sitting here right now? Huh, nobody. You got to look it up. But we made it easy. You just find your spot on the map. Actually, all you got to do is put in your address, and then the geolocation automatically goes and finds it for you. So that's cool. And last but not least, once you've done all that, you just run the validating test, and it goes out. Remember that site I showed you, that structured data testing tool? We actually go up to them. We actually hit this testing tool in the background through their API and just ask them, is this cool? And then boom, it comes back and tells us whether or not they like it or not. So that is the easy button for Schema. Now, mind you, we do have a new update coming, and it's going to include a lot more stuff. I know there's a lot of people like, is this just for local business? No, it's not. But guys, there is so much out there on Schema that it's crazy. And we're implementing the best parts of it first, and then we're adding more and more. And if you stay with us long enough, we'll probably give you a sneak peek of the new version that allows for a lot more other types and things like that. But I also want to point out that, look, fill in Schema as best you can, and don't lie. Don't be a liar, right? Fill in what's exactly true. Because I just promise you this. Google will eventually bust you if you screw around with them. Okay, we all know that. But just by implementing a little bit of structured data on your site, implementing a little bit of structured data on your site, they just love you, man. It just kicks ass. And thank you for that, CJ. He's one of my heroes. Right on. Okay, so let me briefly touch on a couple more things. So here are some of the things that we integrate with. If you have an affiliate site, we integrate with Market Health, Amazon, ClickBank, Pixabay for content curation, YouTube for content curation, I Need Articles, iWriter for content curation, and here's a couple of other tools that we use to help us get keyword competition data. And I also have a Google Keyword Planner API key. And so we're able to go and dig out keywords straight from the heart of Google to figure out what exactly we're going to rank for. Okay, with that being said, my voice is getting hoarse. I'm going to have to pass it over to Hurt now, and he's going to show you some more really awesome, cool things about all of what Project Supremacy does. And take it away, Hurt.
Woo! All right. Got to stretch my vocal cords. All right, guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you a quick 20-minute demo of what this plugin also does besides Schema. I know we showed you a lot of Schema info, and I saw a ton of people asking about affiliate stuff, maybe CPA sites, all kinds of sites, and I want to show you what this plugin can really do because it does a lot. So I'm going to go right into it and give you an example as if you were using the plugin on an existing site, not a brand new site. I'll cover brand new sites in a bit. So let's just say we were building a site for maybe a Phoenix air conditioning, company. All right, and I'm going to show you what we have. You're going to see 4 little short codes here, guys, and these things are going to save you a shit ton of time on everything that you do. Okay, I'm going to go over these really quickly. The first one is Project Supremacy short codes. This is an easy way to interlink, an easy way to build silos right from within your page editor. Okay, and I'm just going to click on this, and you can see there's a bunch of drop downs here that happen with a bunch of keywords, and I'm going to show you where these come from. But really what this is allowing you to do is link from one page to another page with just the click of a button. Okay, so there you can see I have a URL for Phoenix HVAC, which is kind of related to air conditioning. So all I'd have to do is create that little drop down, and I'll show you how to do that, and it'll insert an interlink. And that's going to help you build silos really fast and help you pass internal link juice, guys. Okay, super awesome stuff for SEO. The next short code, guys, is for you affiliate marketers out there that want to go research affiliate products and do that sort of stuff. I'm going to go to this drop-down menu right here, affiliate. All right, and remember this, I just want to preface with this, that we built this plugin so that you can do almost everything that you need to do without actually leaving the site that you're working on. All right, so one of those things, Todd showed you, we work with a couple affiliate companies. You can see ClickBank, Market Health, and Amazon. Well, now you can research the ClickBank marketplace right from within your plugin. Okay, so if I was like an affiliate looking for weight loss stuff, I could just apply that filter, and you can see it's going to pull back in all the weight loss stuff from ClickBank. All right, now if I want to create that affiliate link for my site, I'm just going to click on short code. It's going to take me to the ClickBank thing where I would put in my, my ClickBank ID, and then it's going to give me my link. All right, and then when I come back to my site, you'll see right there, it's going to ask you for the affiliate link. You can name the short code, and then you can give it a unique short code name, and you're going to see 3 little links here, 3 little tick boxes. Look, you see me ticking them off. And I'm going to show you what these do in a sec, but when you're done that, you just click create short code, and what's going to happen, it's going to move the short code up to here. So now you have these 2 products that are in your short code. So if I go back to the page editor, and now I want to link a quick way to add my affiliate link, all I have to do is click on this, and you can see there's my 2 products right there, and you can see all I have to do is click on one of them, and I'll do it kind of real quick, just show you. I can show you. I want to do the Energy to Green affiliate link, and then it's going to ask me if I want to change the anchor text. I'm going to keep it the way it is. Boom, there it is, okay? Now, the 3 little things, the 3 little options, guys, what those are is, first of all, I'm going to go back to that page, okay? The first one is open the affiliate link in a new window. All you have to do is tick a box for each one of these. What that's going to do, guys, is increase your dwell time and reduce your bounce time on a site. So it's going to open your affiliate page in a new window, which we know that Google watches how long people stay on your site. The longer they stay on your site, the better it is for you. So we just use that tactic. The next little tick box, guys, it creates a no follow link for your affiliate link. And what that means is that Google's not going to actually pass juice out of your site for your links, so that when you're building authority or sites, for all you guys that understand what PBNs and link building do, it brings juice and trust to your site. Excuse me, and you don't want to lose that through affiliate links. So all you do is tick that box and you are done. The third one is we mask your affiliate links. We don't want Google seeing your affiliate links, and we don't want people visiting your site seeing your affiliate links. So what it's going to do is going to mask your affiliate link, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to preview this page. And there's our affiliate links right there, guys. And if you can see down here where my mouse is kind of hovering, you can see it's linking to the same site that it exists on. And then when I click it, you see it opens in a new window and then sends you away. So it's hidden from all those affiliate thieves and as well from Google. So that's the affiliate link shortcode, guys. The third one is going to be your YouTube embeds. I know that using YouTube videos, we all know is a good thing for search. Obviously, Google loves YouTube. So we made it really easy to insert YouTube videos right from your page editor. So if you're doing a weight loss, here you go, boom, weight loss. It's going to bring back a bunch of weight loss videos. You just pick the one you want and you click insert and close and you are done. You don't have to leave. You don't have to go to YouTube. We got it covered, all right? The next one, guys, this one is super, super powerful and super handy as well. This is called Pixabay. And what we're going to do here, guys, I'm going to open this up. Let's say you're looking for an image. I'm going to work with air conditioners, let's say. Air conditioning. I'm going to search for an image right from within my blog. And here comes, here's a nice car image of an air conditioner. Maybe I want to use that, and I can change the file name right away, okay, because we know the file name of an image matters. So you can use an LSI keyword here. And if you don't know what LSI keyword means, it just means like a synonym, all right? You can change the file name. You can add your alt text automatically. You're going to put in another LSI keyword there. And then here's something super powerful that nobody else has. No one has this, okay? EXIF geolocation. So say you're working on a local site, and I'm going to do a Phoenix guy. I'm going to type in Phoenix and click search location. You see that map reset to Phoenix, and then it entered the latitude and the longitude. Now I'm going to add a description of this image, okay, another LSI keyword. And then all I'm going to do is enable geo. I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to click insert and close. I'm not actually going to do it because we already did it. But what's going to happen, guys, and pay attention to this. When I click insert and close, this image is going to be sent away. It's going to rewrite the background information of the image, and it's going to write in an address that you just supplied into the image so that when Google reads the image, there's actually an address there. So think about if you're using using this for your clients, you write your client's address into this image, and that's just another power ranking factor. It's called EXIF geotagging your images, and we've made it possible from right inside your page editor. The other thing we did, guys, I'm going to open another link in a new tab here. We also created the same EXIF geotagging for any images that are inside your media bay, so that when you want to work on an existing site that already has images in it. All right, sorry, it's taking a little while to load there. Can you guys give me a 1 if you can still hear me? I just want to make sure my internet's not the thing that's messing up here. Right on. All right, here's my images just popped up. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. All right, so these are, let's say you have images that are already in your site. You just click on this cute little pup here, and now you're going to see Project Supremacy EXIF data, and you could do the same thing. Add your description, add your address, click Draw Map, and then click Save Changes. It does the same process for images that are already there. Okay, so we've covered that. The next thing I want to show you guys, and I'm trying to do this really quick for you guys because this plugin does so much, is content. We all know we need to order content, and what we've done is pretty brilliant, and I love it, and I use it all the time. Think time savers, is we allow you to order articles from 2 of the best article writing services. I Need Articles and iWriter. Okay, so all you need to do is get an account with these guys and then set up your API, and now you can order articles right from within your blog. Once again, you can use this on PBNs, you can use this money sites, affiliate sites, doesn't matter. Order quality content. And what's going to happen here, guys, is when you're done ordering your article right here, you can click on recheck, and it'll check on the status of your article and tell you whether it's pending or written. You can review them. When it is ready, and I don't have any in here, but what happens is when it's ready, you just click the button, a window will pop up and say, where would you like to put your article? Do you want to put it on a new post or an existing post, a new page or an existing page? And if it's an existing page, you click existing page, and it'll ask you which of your pages do you want to put it on. You just select the page from the drop down and click, and it'll enter it into that page for you. Super fast, super easy. All right. We have an image converter because geotagging images is pretty important. But geotagging images, you need to use JPEG images. So like PNGs, you can see right here, and GIFs don't really work with Meta. So we created an image converter right within your blog here as well. So that's going to help you guys to get things done on a really fast way. And what else is there? There's so much stuff here. All right, I'm just going to go to the generals. I know I'm missing
per page.
Oh, right. For any of you,
this is super important.
Yeah, this is pretty cool, guys. Actually, yeah. Thanks, Todd. Okay, so for anyone that's working with local clients that have multiple locations, typically what you'd want to do is have schema for each of their locations. So I went into a page here, and let's just assume this was a page for a specific location for a company or a suburb of a city. Here you go, guys. Here's schema for the page so that you can address different addresses of a business using schema, and of course ratings and everything. So this is on every single page of your site. Super awesome. We also have this page in post SEO, and I'll show you guys this. But I'm going to go over something. Before I show you this, I want to go over something now. I'm going to switch gears a bit. For the people like you affiliates out there, anybody that's planning a big site, all right, we're going to start as if you were using a brand new site and you wanted to plan it out and do the right thing. And later on in this webinar, guys, I'm going to show you a pretty big site that I did this with that's getting a lot of traffic. I'll show you that live. So if you want to stick around for that, I will show you that. All right, guys, this is called the Project Builder, and this is inside of your plugin once again. And what you're seeing here, guys, is 4 boxes. Each one of these boxes represents a page on the site that I want to build and target a group of keywords, as well as perform my on-page SEO properly while looking at my keywords, my volumes, and my competition, okay? And I know I'm going through this fast, and I know there's a ton of questions, but just please forgive me. I'm trying to do a quick demo for you guys because I know your time is important. So what I've done here, guys, I'm going to click. If I were starting from the start and I was like, all right, I want to work in Phoenix air conditioning, okay, I would just type in Phoenix air conditioning here, And what this is going to do, it's going to go to the Google Keyword Tool Planner, pull in a bunch of keywords that are related to Phoenix air conditioning, okay, and start to group them for you. It'll start grouping stuff for you. From there, what you want to do is clean up your groups so that you have really tight-knit groups, okay? So like this group is Phoenix air conditioning. If you can see, all my keywords deal very, very tightly with Phoenix air conditioning, but they all have different search volumes that I want to target. So once I've done this process, guys, I've pulled in a bunch of keywords. This works really good for affiliate sites too. And I've grouped everything and I say I want to target these 5 keywords. The next thing I want to do is I want to create the best on-page optimization that I can for that group of keywords. All right. So right here we see the 4 most important elements of on-page optimization. And I learned this from Kelly is title, URL, description, and H1. Okay. The 4 Ys is what I learned it as. You want to make sure that your keywords, these keywords are going to be balanced throughout these items. Now, the purpose of doing it right here, guys, is so that you have a whole overview of your entire site and every page on your site. When you're done all your research and you're done all your homework and you've created really good titles, check this out. I'm going to create all pages and posts, and you can choose to create a page or a post for each group. It depends what you like to do. All right, and you click that button and it's going to create a page for you. I'm going to show you it on a single level. That's the group level. Okay, so let's say this plumbing group, I'm all done. I'm going to create a page or a post. It's going to ask me which one. I like pages. All right, you're going to see it run. Success. It's created a page for you. Now I'm going to go to that page and show you what it did. All right. You can see here Phoenix Plumbing H1. You can see here Phoenix Plumbing URL. You can see in our Yoast style box when we talk about Yoast is toast, you can see we have the same kind of idea as Yoast, and this has been majorly improved, and we're going to show you that later on. But it inserts the title and the description. So from your project, guys, it inserted everything into the right place for you so that you don't have to worry about it. I know when I was a beginner at SEO, this right here, I didn't know if this was a post title, a page title, if it was the actual title, an H1, I didn't really know, but what it actually is, guys, is an H1, so we insert it all properly for you. Now, if you guys kind of see the bigger picture here, I hope you do, what this has done is allowed you to create all the blueprint for your site, and it inserts your on-page optimization for you perfectly. The next step from here, guys, is the stuff I've already showed you. Add your articles from inside your blog. Order them and add them from inside your blog. Next, okay, now you're going to see where did these keywords come from, guys, that I was showing you earlier? Those all come from the groups. Okay, so if I want to link to the furnace page from the air conditioning page, this is how I'm going to do it. Because I have a group for it, I can link to all the keywords, and that's creating keyword-rich interlinking all within your page and post editor. The next step, guys, obviously do the YouTube thing. Then you're going to want to add your Pixabay images, geotag them if you want, and add schema. And when you add all this stuff all together, guys, here's what you end up with. First of all, you saved a shit ton of time because you didn't have to go anywhere else to get everything done. And you have probably the most well planned out site and optimized site to be able to have the best chance at ranking the fastest in Google. And then when you start doing the secondary stuff, the off-page stuff, you have the best chance at success. All right, give me a 1 if you guys see that, if you guys understand all that.
Hey, Herc, when you got started back in the Bring the Fresh days, how long did it take you to make a site that did all this kind of stuff manually?
Oh, man. The worst part was honestly the keyword research. It took me a while to get the keywords. Like I'm gonna just show that group again. So let's say, you know, I used to go for one keyword. I would try to find one keyword that was good and build an EMD and rank for that one keyword. But over time, I learned that if you build like a 4 or 5 page site, you can target multiple keywords per page if you do your optimization right. And it used to take forever to do the keyword research. And it took a long time to do all the little things. Like I'd go to YouTube for the videos, I'd go somewhere else for the images. I was always leaving probably 2 or 3 or 4 hours, including all the steps, which is still,
that's actually pretty fast.
that's still not bad.
When
Yeah,
I used to build sites for people, I wish I would have had this because it was such a pain in the ass, man.
yeah. I mean, I obviously I'm like I don't know how to, I'm kind of anal, if you know what I mean. I do things in a very specific way. I always look for efficient ways of doing things. So I did get it down to 4 hours. I mean, I remember being a very beginner, and it used to take me like 2-3 weeks just to find a keyword. Um, but
Yeah, man, this is like, I haven't even seen some of these features you're showing me. This is definitely the best SEO plugin I've ever seen. It's
yeah,
awesome.
thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest takeaways from looking at this screen, I know it's a little bit intimidating, but I'm telling you right now that getting all of those metrics pertaining to each and every keyword is no easy task, okay? And doing that manually, getting in your broad, your phrase, your in title, and in URL numbers would take forever. Because when you originally pull this data straight from the heart of Google, you get hundreds of keywords, and then you want to clean them up. You want to take out the ones that you don't really want to target. Like you showed you want to make a tightly focused plan, and then do your keyword research, do your competition research, and then decide which ones are the best ones that you should be going after.
Yeah.
And part of this plugin, like I showed you over on the API settings, that CAPTCHA and anti-CAPTCHA are what we use to get most of this data in red and green and yellow. Some of it comes from Google Keyword Planner, but the rest of it comes from actually going to the Google search box and typing it in. And you will get captured almost immediately, and typing in those CAPTCHAs and getting them wrong 50% of the time to get that data is just disheartening. It'll just ruin your day.
Yeah, I want to show you guys that stick with us an example of how powerful this setup can be with that affiliate site. But right now I want to get to the end of this because I know a lot of you are probably like, let me see the price. So I'm going to show you guys a couple more things, all right, that this plugin does. So that's the project planner. All right, for anybody that does local stuff, okay, one thing that we like to do is we kind of like to hide how amazing the work we are doing from our clients. We don't want them to see what we're doing. So when you guys get this plugin, you're going to get a members area, and I'm going to go there now. Let me get over there. Where am I? Okay, so this is what the members area is going to be like. And in your members area, if you go to the plugin tab, you're going to be able to see every domain that you have your plugin installed on. Now, let's assume this domain is a client, okay? This PSV2 test site, which is what we're demoing right now. And you do not want your client either messing around with your plugin, or you don't even want them to see the plugin, all right? Check this out, guys. I'm going to go back to our site here, and I'm just going to click on dashboard. And you can see here's the plugin, Project Supremacy. I'm going to go into my members area, and I'm going to hide the plugin. Watch this. Boop. And it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to proceed? Yeah, of course. And then it's going to confirm that it was done. Now I'm going to go back to my quote-unquote client site, right? And I'm going to watch Project Supremacy right here. I'm just going to click dashboard. Boop, gone. So what happened there, guys, is we hid the fact that Project Supremacy is even installed on their site, but it's still doing all the good stuff that's making your client rank. So now you just hid it from your client remotely. Okay, give me a 1 if you think that's pretty cool, and if you could see yourself using something like that. Right on.
Because you can actually charge someone quite a bit of money to put this on their site. They almost always immediately get a huge boost in rankings. It took you all of 5 minutes to log in, install it, and fill in the blanks and press save. Wait a couple of days, boom, everything's beautiful. They're loving you. You just tell them it was magic, and and they don't really know how you were able to accomplish that. Well, they've probably been burned by 4 other SEO agencies out there that couldn't do anything for them. And I'm telling you, they'll love you for life and send you a lot of referrals. Now, here's another cool feature Herc's going to show you.
I'm going to turn it back on, guys. I just want to show you when you hide it from your client, you want to go back in and do some work, go into your members area, click Show Plugin. I'm going to go back to the client site and click Dashboard. All right. Boop, there it is, back. Now, next thing. This is awesome. This one's even killer. More killer than the last one. This is for any people that have had a client that screwed them over and they didn't pay you for the good work that you did, and then they took away your access to their blog. And we wanted a way to be able to control our leverage on these people So let's say this client, we got him a bunch of kick-ass rankings, and then all of a sudden they, for whatever strange reason they come up with, I've heard a ton, take away your access, all right? Well, now you have a way to get back at them remotely. You log in, yeah, see, I see some people, this has happened to me, Jason. You can log into your same spot, and instead of hiding it, you can actually deactivate this, guys. I'm going to click this, and I'm not actually going to say yes, but I'm going to read what this says. This will remove all the data, including projects, short codes, schema settings, and the rest, as well as deactivate the plugin on your client's or customer's WordPress blog. Are you sure you want to proceed? If I click yes, this is going to actually reverse all the good work. You know, you get that client ranked, he doesn't pay you, you take away the stuff from him that got him ranked. How's that? Like, bam, right? Like that is this here is power. This should say power button or something. I don't know. We have easy button and power button. And then this one, guys, remove domain is just like a secondary. If you did remove a site from someone and it just was sticking in this, you could just click this. So that it's these two that are super, super powerful. And that is it, guys. That's what I want to show you. I'm going to pass it back to Todd, but hopefully give me a bunch of ones and if you guys think this is a pretty kick-ass plugin. Right on. Thank you so much, everybody.
All right, thanks, Herc. That was beautiful. And I'm just going to go ahead and let this cat out of the bag right now because I've seen this question probably about 50 times already. And how will this work on HTML sites? So what we've created here is another way to be able to choose the type of schema you want. And this is part of our advanced, not advanced, our next update. It's kind of this sort of setup. So you can choose local business, organization, review, or video. So I'm just going to go ahead and check local business. I'm going to pick that one. I'm going to fill in all of the blanks, okay, just like you saw before. And then all I have to do is inject the schema, generate the schema, and inject it into the HTML, and then download the HTML and take it over to your site. So this is what we call the schema injector into an HTML page. So it's also got a validator right here. Once you got your page inserted, then you run the validator tool, make sure it all checks out. And like I said, you just take that HTML page and then put it right back where you got it from, and now that site has schema on it. All right? Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to back to the slides. And yeah, move on here. Okay, after seeing all that, would you agree that Project Supremacy is the best SEO tool on the planet? And I'm just going to say, hell yeah, it is, because I have developed a lot of SEO tools and automation and all kinds of things throughout the year. Years, for the last 12 years, I've always been developing cool new SEO tools. And I cannot be more proud of this one right here, Project Supremacy, because the degree of work that you have to put into it to get the rankings boost is just nothing out there even comes close. Nothing out there even comes close. So it wasn't easy to do. Just so you know, it's been in development for over 14 months. We've spent over $50,000. This didn't just come up, a few weeks ago when we decided to sell it to you. We actually let our first beta testers use it in November. And we used it first, and we were like, wow, this thing's really bumping up our rankings fast. So we let about 20 people in, and boom, immediately they saw rankings. We let in another little group of people because we thought, well, we let in all our pro buddies, right? So then we let in just some general audience of my subscribers, and man, the results were flying in on that. So it just kept snowballing, and then that gave us the energy and effort to continuously putting more time and development into this. We've updated the thing probably 50 times since we first started. All right, final thoughts. This is not public yet. Prices will rise, of course. There are no upsells. And so if you're ready to crush the competition, one thing I always like to ask is how much do you think something like this is going to cost in comparison to some of like the other SEO webinars that you've been on that you've seen. So this is always pretty interesting to see. Yeah, a lot of people are hitting it on the head. $997, $250, $500, $1,000. annual, recurring. Some people were saying free. No,
Some
can't
people
do
want it free.
that. 999,000. Yeah, 297 a month. It's probably what it's worth.
All right, drop it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, great guys. Thank you so much for that. There it is. There it is.
There it
Yeah,
is.
wow. It's we're practically giving this thing away. You know, we're not getting rich off of it. We're basically helping us support our development staff, and we'd like to bring in more and more beta testers and a great group of people. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Whoa, I know. 167 is the install on unlimited personal domains, unlimited client domains, and you get some other tools here that we haven't even gotten to cover yet because we just wanted to get here. Access to a client hunter tool and a schema competition tool for the unlimited agency. On the personal side, you know, if you just have your own personal domains, just like it says, you're not looking to make money off other local businesses and help them get rankings, then it's simply $67 for you. Use it on unlimited sites. So
Yeah.
Can everybody see the link down there? projectsupremacy.com/Felix. Can some people load that and let me know if it's loaded, because I know there are just hundreds and hundreds of people on this call right now, and I want to make sure
Todd,
that
I'll just throw that link in the box for everyone too.
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be
And
great. Put that
can I say one more thing too? I just want people to understand that hide feature and that white feature that you saw. Please understand that is for the agency only. Personal sites, you obviously wouldn't need that. So just so you guys know that. All right. Sorry, Todd.
No problem, no problem. I just want to make sure that site's loading okay with all the traffic that's on it right now. We've got it on a pretty hopping mad server, so wow, I've already gotten some buyers here. Some people are already after it. Not loading for AA. Can you just don't bang on the button, but just give it a second. I know there's a lot of people there, and a lot of questions are flooding in at the time too. So let's just go ahead and talk about a couple of bonuses that you're going to get. The rank and rent guide here, extra bonus for everyone, regardless of which level you come in at. How to make $1,000 a month simply by practicing your SEO skills using the rank and rent method. This is also featured in the Rick Jerk. I know not everybody here is from that program, so everyone's going to get a copy of Hertz Rank and Rent Guide. And let me just back up and say, this is the guide that Marissa learned from and was able to get a site ranked on page 1 and rent it for $1,000 a month. And she's a brand new girl.
And currently the only way to get that guide, by the way, Todd, is if someone joins Rich Jerk, like you said, which is $297. So that's the only way to get it right now.
Yeah. So this guy, you know, a lot of people join and then they ask us some pretty basic SEO stuff sometimes, and some advanced too. And we always go read the guide. It's not long. It's not full of fluff. It's not technically over your head. If I wrote it, it might be because I'm that way, but it's not. It's a great read. Really, really dive into that thing, and it'll make your life a whole lot easier, and you're going to make a lot of money. Trust me. All right. Okay. Now, everyone that's still attending, we did promise you a free gift, a free case study, and you can get that if Herc, you don't mind popping that into the chat box for everyone. projectsupremacy.com/Felix/free gift. Real short case study of how we took another site and ranked it on page 1 of Google, and how we did it. So that's free for everyone.
And by the way, that site is not a local site, correct?
It is. It's another rank and rent site.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand with that rank and rent guide actually, and the plugin. It kind of ties the two together.
Gotcha.
Hey, if you guys cheer Herc on a little bit here, he doesn't always like to do this, but I always just put him on the spot and twist his arm. I didn't even ask him before we started this, but he has a phenomenal site built with Project Supremacy. I don't know if he's going to show it to you, but I'm going to tell you right now, the thing gets 2,000 uniques per day, built from scratch with Project Supremacy, and you know, maybe he'll tell you about it later, but it does. This strategy works for any kind of sites. affiliate sites, local sites, whatever.
Man, I'd like you to show that, dude. And Todd, if you have time, what I would think would be cool is if, I don't know if you have time, but man, if you could show anybody that buys the agency license, like that client hunter thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right. I do need to get onto that. We are approximately.
I didn't know if you were going to do that if we had time, but man, that thing's killer.
Yeah, let me jump into that real quick. Hold on a second, guys. If you're in, let me see it over the chat box so I can welcome you in. Also, just so you know, we have a private Facebook group with over 800 members right now. Really active. A lot of really smart SEO guys in there. Some guys that have been with me for years and years and years. Highly recommend getting in that. This is just some more rankings proof on the slide here. Let me just sort of see what's next. Okay, this is another testimonial. But let me break out of here for just a second. Let me show you guys the bonus tools that I have. This is another one.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, buddy. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I totally wanted to do this, and I kind of forgot about it. We were kind of getting so excited about just Project Supremacy.
Can I say one thing too before you get started, Todd? Mm-hmm. I know there's this chat box is like completely blown up. So I mean, I think that we will definitely make a bit of time for everyone to start doing a Q&A, but we just want to show you anyone that's getting the agency. Todd's going to show you those 2 extra tools that you saw. That's what this is going to be. But then we will stick around for you guys to do a pretty cool Q&A if you want.
Right on. Thanks, Eric. Okay, so this is another one of my tools. We call it SEO Command Center. And what I've done here is I've taken a lot of tools that we've been using over the years and kind of put them in its own little subsection here. Just a couple of tools that will help you make more money. Like we said, the client hunter. This has several tools in it. I'll try to hit on as much as I can, but right now what I really want to show you is the client hunter. So what the client hunter is, and sort of as I mentioned earlier, if you can go out there and find a client who's ranking on page 2 or 3, he's been scammed and burned a few times by SEO agencies, and you can look at them and you can tell that they're not using schema and they are using WordPress, you already saw how easy it was to install Project Supremacy, fill in the blanks, go hide it, wait a couple of days, and wait for your phone to ring, and the guy goes, oh my gosh, that's sick. All right, so what I have here, all you have to do is enter in a keyword. Works in any country that Google works in, right? We could go down up to 5 pages deep to hunt for sites that are kind of ranking but not ranking. So if they're in the top 5 pages, they're okay. They're not penalized, right? So it's real easy to get them to bump up. These are the perfect kind of people to go after. So I'm just going to collect one of these pre-searches that I've already done, and you can see here it shows you their position, their website, if they have structured data, and if they're running WordPress. And their contact email over here, we try to do as good a job as we can finding email. Now, this is a little bit of an older search, so we've made some improvements to this. I would run it, but anyway, it's a moot point. Contact emails come if they do. If they don't, they don't. So I can sort this by has structured data and yes to WordPress. So there's one, but that's like a magazine, so I don't want that one. Here's one right here, DallasPainters.com. No structured data, yes to WordPress, he's number 18. I promise you, you get structured data on that guy's site, he will move up in the rankings. Promise you. All right, so here's another one down here. The Painter Chicks, they're number 22. Promise you, you contact them, tell them, give you $20, and if you move them, they owe you 200 more, something like that. Make it easy, because you know how easy it is to install. So anyway, so you go through here and you select them, and then I also showed you the schema injector tool, all right? So if you even want to just go after people with non-WordPress sites, you can do that too. All right, it doesn't take long to do. Upload, download, insert, boom, boom, done. Okay, so you select them. Now I'm going to click this and select. Now what I do is I load my profile. This is just a test profile, and then you put in kind of a pitch, all right? Like, hey, I noticed that, whatever, try to get them to contact you. Here is all of their emails if they have them, or you can go out and find their emails and stuff. Or, you know what? Click the link. Simply hit their phone number right there. You can help them out. So this is a really, really handy tool to be able to, sort of bulk email clients if you want to do that, which I recommend. That's a great way to go out and pick out 20 or 30 of those sites that I just showed you. Send them all on email. We have multiple email sending methods here. Those are free to a point. You know, you got to fiddle with this a little bit to get the mail out. You can use your own custom SMTP if you have one of those too. Everybody has a custom SMTP that they use for their own email. Okay, so anyway, so that's the Client Hunter. Real easy just to go out and find clients that you can just go out and then get them ranking. So that's a really cool tool. I highly recommend that everybody use that to do your prospecting. Another tool we have regarding schema is called Schema Competition Finder. This is the one I was telling you about earlier, where I can tell who's running schema and who's not. So say you're trying to decide, you're using the rank and rent method, and you've got a couple of ideas that you want to go after, a couple of cities that you want to go after. I decide I want to go after pool builders in Dallas, Texas. So I'll fill in the blanks, I hit start, and it goes out and does its things. I won't do that now. It'll go back, it'll return this data. Now I can just look right here real quick and say, okay, there's some people on here that are using structured data. Not everyone is, but some of them are. But it just kind of gives you an idea. I don't have the ones that I've pulled recently. Here's a pretty decent one. You see this one right here? Plumbers in this town, which is just north of me. Like, no one is using structured data. So I know probably pretty easily I can build a good site, use structured data, schema, and all that, use Project Supremacy on it, and get in here really, really easy, because I already know how much Google favors sites with schema. The results and the proof are just undeniable. So cool stuff there. There's also a couple of other little things I'll show you. I just threw in some extra tools just for the hell of it, because I can. All right, so here's a mobile ready analysis. Put in a website, you or your clients, it'll go out to Google. It'll ask Google if your site's mobile ready or not, what we call mobile friendly. All right, and it'll tell you if it is or it isn't, then what you can do to fix it. Here's some mobile solutions, because mobile is a ranking factor, guys. Don't overlook that. Don't build a site that's not mobile friendly. Right? Does everybody get that? Don't build a site that's not mobile friendly. You have to have responsive. That's what it means, is responsive. It resizes to the device it's on. So here's some free themes. There's over 100 free themes in here that are mobile ready, so cool stuff there. Here's some other useful plugins and tools that you can use to try to take an existing site into mobile friendliness. Okay, so that's pretty cool. A site auditor. This is pretty cool if you have a client that, if you have someone that, if you have someone that you know that you just want to generate a report for, you can do that. I'm going to run one real quick test here. Okay, this is the Yellow Pages lead finder. All you have to do is put in, I'm just going to run a normal one here, one that I've run a lot before. I'm only going to pull back, okay, I got to pull back 50. Now I'm just going to hit start finding leads. This tool will go out to Yellow Pages and pull back all of the searches that we're looking for. I can't remember what it was now. I think it was plumbers or something in my area. Okay, here they all are. Here's what I like to do. Sort by email. Now this one has a lot of stuff right here. So this guy right here has a lot of emails in here. So what I would do is just select a few of them. I'm just going to do this real quick because I know we're running out of time and I want to get to all those questions that are coming in the box. So after I do that, I go ahead and hit Analyze Selected Listings. So what this does is it's taking all those ones that I just selected, and now it's going out and looking after online media presence. Now this will give you some sort of indication of whether or not they've already hired someone to do their social media or their online presence, and you can kind of tell from looking at this whether or not they're doing anything good. And this is a good way to approach them to ask them if they would like your help and your expertise at getting their online media presence built up. So, whoops, I didn't want to do that. Okay. I'm sorry, that was what I wanted to do. So what I did was now I sent it to this area, and what this does, I wanted to fill in my profile, and now I have all that stuff that came from that city. Now I want to look up all this stuff. So now I'm just going to generate a report. And so right now, while I play Pac-Man, it's going to go out there and do all kinds of looking and searching and trying to figure out, where the problems are. Oh, I missed that guy. They're trying to figure out, what you can talk to this guy about. Where is he lacking? Where does he need help? Okay. Oh, I'm getting boxed in. I'm faster than these guys. Okay, all right. So, I hit a key, sorry, and I died. But anyway, so right now, It's taking its sweet time for some reason. It usually doesn't take this long, but it's out there doing a lot of crazy stuff. I want to eat one guy. I missed him. I can't eat anybody. Oh, eat a cherry. Oh, what did that happen? Ah, I died again. Okay, well, this is actually
It's a big report.
making a little, yeah, it's making a big report. Oh, I just died instantly there.
I'm
Matt,
seeing.
it looks like you saw my complaint, remember, before was you don't get to play Pac-Man long enough, so you fixed that.
Howard.
Let me go to, let me just go to one of the reports that I was showing earlier. Oh, insert coin. Yeah, I had to insert. Okay! Woo! All right, now for some reason, that took about a minute and a half longer than it normally does. All right, sorry about that. I guess Google was slow today because really all we're doing is going out there and just bringing back all this data. So what you see here is now I have the ability to preview this report by clicking this button, message to clients, send the email, whatever, test it, edit the report, whatever I want to do. So here's the report. So I'm just going to preview report, or I can just look at it on the page. Okay, so boom. So you send your client the email, or you call them up, you get them on the phone, or just send them this and say, hey, take a look at this report, call me back, let me know what you think. So what it does is it goes out, gives them a local visibility score, tells them where they rank for their keywords, not in the top 100. It tells them their social's terrible. It tells them what their desktop performance analysis is, because you got to have a fast site, so it tells them that. It tells them that their mobile site's not ready. Uh-oh, there's a problem there, sir. We got to fix that. And then it also gives them some more geeky details like their SEO majestic metrics, and then some more general information about the site. So this has a lot of really good talking points for you to be able to, get the conversation started with someone and then help them with their online media presence. So that's the SEO Command Center. There's some other tools in there that I didn't really get to, but anyway, some really helpful stuff to help you land more clients, close more deals, and make more money. And play Pac-Man. How many of you guys played Pac-Man lately?
I bet you I haven't played Pac-Man in longer than I've been doing SEO. It's been a while.
All right, with the agency license, you are in control of your clients. This guy says, looks like an awesome tool for my SEO toolbox. Love the fact that you can delete it or turn off on a client site. Worth the price of admission alone. Yeah, everybody loves that aspect of being able to be in control and hiding the fact of what you're doing. All right, there it is again. SEO agency package only. Oops. We'll go back to the bottom here.
Let's do the whole presentation one more time.
Yeah, y'all want to hear it all again from the top?
I wonder if we're going to be able to convince Herc to show us that site you were talking about earlier.
I was secretly loading it up when Todd was.
See, I don't even know what site it is yet either. I want to see this.
Okay, everybody out there, that's the affiliate. The guys that are concerned about does this plugin work for affiliate, because we showed a lot of local stuff. Give me a 1, and if I see like 300 ones, then I will show you guys a live affiliate site and show you why this plugin works for affiliate sites.
Yeah, there you go. I see about 100, 200, 300 ones coming on. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
You got a lot of affiliates. All right, guys. All right. Let me grab the screen.
I think you actually did get 300.
I probably did there. Some guys snuck in a couple ones in the same thing. So smart.
Okay, guys.
All right, I'll grab the screen here.
Thank you. All right, Sandra, you're done. Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. Okay, stop typing ones now. I'm going to show you. You've already won. What I'm going to show you guys is basically the way that I build affiliate sites and the reason why I build affiliate sites the way I do, and it comes into like a very specific process that you have to take steps in the right order, and you have to do the right things in each of those steps in order to take the next step. And what I mean by that is the very, very first step, guys, is keyword research, okay? You need to pick the right keywords. You're not going to rank for Viagra, okay? You're just not. Whoa, that was a big blue bar. What I want to show you guys is something similar. So You guys saw in this Project Supremacy that I kind of had a weight loss thing, and I just want to show you that just to kind of show you how I do things. And I set this up as kind of an example of if I were to attack the weight loss niche, which I do actually have a site. What I would do with Project Supremacy is automatically create groups. I would put in a seed keyword of weight loss, okay, and this can be for any niche, and I would just click OK and let Google pull in all the keywords for me. And then from there, guys, I would start organizing keywords into tight groups, okay? So like for instance, here I see a group with fat burn, but then I could segment that out to fat burning pills or fat burning supplements. That could be a group of its own. I'll cover what the colors mean in a second here, guys. The belly fat, here's a group of belly fat keywords, okay? I just want to target belly fat. So what I'm trying to do is create subjects and create pages to answer or create content for those subjects, okay? So weight loss for men, weight loss for women, weight loss supplements, weight loss drinks, how to weight loss keywords, okay? So you're starting to get the idea of what I do. I'm creating groups of tightly knit subjects to create content on, and what that allows me to do is have a big site that has a lot of good content on it. And I'm gonna move to the live example now, guys. What you can see here is a spreadsheet, and you can see it says tempered glass screen protector. When I first moved to Phoenix, that's when these tempered glass screen protectors started getting really big. So I just went and did a bit of keyword research, and I found out that it was getting like 75,000 searches a month for the stuff that you stick on your phone to protect the screen. So you can see how similar this spreadsheet is to what Project Supremacy is, and there's a reason for that. This is how I used to do things manually. I used to put it in a spreadsheet and then one by one look up the volume, the CPC, and these are broad phrase in title and in URL matches of every keyword across all these groups, and it took forever. Give me a 1 if you guys are seeing the spreadsheet, because I'm seeing a few people saying they're not. Give me a 2 if you can't see it. Okay, everybody's seeing it. All right. So guys, this is how I would plan out my site. So you can see my home page, and then I wanted a review page. I wanted a how to install and apply page, a removal page, a what is tempered glass page, okay? Do you get the idea? I'm planning out a very content-rich site, and I'm targeting multiple keywords per page. Now, here's the result of doing SEO that way, all right? And you kind of got a sneak peek at it earlier. Here's that same site, temperedglasscreenprotector.org. This is where I started building the site, and look at what happened to traffic, guys. These are unique hits per day. You can see I'm up to like 400, 500, 600, and I'll just move fast. Look at this, guys. We're at 2,000 unique hits per day now and holding. And you can see it down here. You can see all these big numbers. Like this is every single day. And I'll even go to Google and I'll show you why, guys. Okay, so what I initially targeted with an EMD was tempered glass, I'm a terrible typer, screen protector, all right? And you can see I moved down a little bit. I used to be a little higher, but here's my EMD, and then here's an inner page. But then what happened, guys, is because I interlinked my pages and Google started getting an idea that this site is covering, you know, the tempered glass idea from a lot of different angles. Here's what happened. If I just search tempered glass, all right, and look at the results here, 14.2 million results. This is a really, really tough site to rank for, but yet here I am, tempered glass screen protector on the first page of Google for a subtopic of what I was actually going after. Tempered glass isn't just for phones, it's for a lot of shit, right? But my site was so well SEO'd that I ended up ranking for these things that are like freaking impossible to rank for. And I'll be very, very honest with you. Yes, I did have to use PBN links to increase the authority of my site, but I've only used 20. And I don't know if you guys think that's a lot of links or not, but I certainly don't think that's a lot of links to use to rank for a term that's this hard, 14.2 million results. Even if I put it in phrases, we still have one. I'm still competing against 14.4 million results with phrases. If I look at all the sites that have the word tempered glass in their title, I'm still competing against 487,000 other sites. So it just gives you guys an idea of how competitive that was. And that's why using Project Supremacy is such a time-saving tool for affiliate sites. You can do all this stuff really, really fast and get your plans built really, really well, and then interlink your sites, add your YouTube videos, add your affiliate links with the affiliate thing that we showed you guys with the affiliate research. Do all these things that we know have positive impact on your SEO, and you're going to end up going after long tail keywords like tempered glass screen protector, but what you're going to end up ranking for is tempered glass. And I have other sites that did this. I have an iPhone site that ranks amazingly well and gets like 1,500 uniques a day. I won't show you guys that one because I can't show everything. But that's the idea with all you affiliates out there. If you want to rank affiliate sites, you have to do things in a proper order. Do good keyword research, then do good on-page optimization, and then you can backlink. Then you can start doing that stuff, and you will get results like this. Woo! What else did I want to show you? You guys want to see more stuff? Or does anybody have questions about that affiliate thing, the affiliate stuff? I can show you some more. All right, before I do that, I just want to show you, I will show you more. I'll show you a couple more examples. I want to show you the inside of the members area of the plugin for anyone that's kind of on the fence. I saw a lot of people asking, is there any training for the plugin? And there absolutely is training, you guys. This is what your members area is going to look like once you're inside. You just click on this training link. All right, and then you're going to see all these videos. So I have a subgroup of installing Project Supremacy. It's going to show you how to download it, install it, update it, which is really easy to update. You just click the update button just like WordPress. All right, and you can see we have a full suite of videos for everything. Okay, guys, general settings, all the stuff that Todd showed you at the start, how to set up your general settings, your affiliate settings, creating projects and doing keyword research. That's this stuff, setting up this stuff, guys. Is a little bit of an art, and you'll get better at it over time like I did, but I do have videos in there to help give you a head start on how I do things. We also, Todd and I also do webinars, Q&A webinars with our members so that you can just come and talk to us and ask us anything. And you're going to see that link right here, webinars. We just did our first webinar like a week ago because, of course, we're not even launched yet with this plugin, and it was amazing. We did 2 hours of kick-ass training and shit like that, so you guys will get that. I'm just going to go back and check out some questions. So yes, there is training for everyone. There's your bonuses area. It's pretty self-explanatory, guys. It's a simple site. You'll get it once you're in there. All right, I'm just going to answer. I'm going to show you one more live thing, and then I'm going to come back and answer questions. I wanted to show you guys some rankings. This is a local lead gen site. This is all based off my rank and rent guide that you guys are going to get when you join. And if you don't know what the methodology is behind that, it's basically this. I've been doing SEO for a long time, and I dealt with clients for a long time. And here's the problem, okay, with dealing with clients. Here's the biggest #1 problem in trying to do SEO for clients. When you get into that client meeting and you're trying to sell SEO, you're trying to sell a promise. Okay, you don't have them ranked yet. You're saying, look, I know what I'm doing. I have all this proof or whatever. And you may or may not have that proof. But what you're doing is selling a promise. And I think that sucks. I'd rather go into a meeting and say, listen, would you like to be #1 in Google in the next 10 minutes? All you have to do is say yes. Okay, and that's what rank and rent is. You take the site, you take a keyword, you build a site, you rank the site, and then you go to the sales meeting so that you're selling a result, not a promise. And that's super powerful. So this is an example of that. I'm building a site called Laser Tattoo Removal Edmonton, and now that I'm showing it live to like hundreds of people, I don't know what's gonna happen, but who knows? Live stuff, sometimes bad shit happens. So you guys can see, I heard someone. Okay, guys, what happened here was this site, Laser Tattoo, was kind of stuck. You can see around the 30s. For a while, and I built this a while ago, and then I kind of got into developing the plugin with Todd, so we kind of let it go. But then when we needed to test the plugin, the Project Supremacy plugin in the schema, we're like, oh, I got this site that's just kind of sitting around there. I'm going to install the plugin. And we installed the plugin right here, guys. 24 hours later, we jumped from 36 to 19 just by doing the schema in portion. That's all I did was actually fill out the schema of the plugin. And then 5 days later, we jump from 19 to 15, kind of kick back a little bit. Maybe Google is testing me out, are you serious? Are you serious? And then bam, we hit page 1 for this keyword. So tattoo removal, amazing niche, guys. Like the reason it's so good is because number 1, it's expensive to get a tattoo removed, but number 2, it takes multiple sessions. So if you go to a business and you say, listen, I have the site ranked number 1, or maybe you're not number 1, maybe you're number 3, and you're like, I'm ranked number 3 for tattoo removal. My site gets 100 hits a month, and I have a phone number on there, and that phone number gets 50 calls a month. Would you like to rent it? They were going to be so interested because you're selling a result and you have the proof. And all this stuff, guys, is explained in that rank and rent guide in 30 pages. It's very, very clear on how to do that. But this is kind of the power of like using schema. Like you can see all these keywords got boosted up, and this is live. This ain't bullshit. I don't run like that. So just so you guys know.
Yeah, that's great stuff, man. This is just what we see over and over again. And then once you join and once you get into our Facebook group, there's a lot of people that they blur out what they're doing, but they all you get proud whenever you start seeing these rankings bump up. So a lot of people are showing this just over and over again.
Whoa, what's this? What's this? Todd, you
that's what I was about to say. All right, now guys, he's about to show you the next update that's almost ready. It's like, it's pretty good, and then we see something we need to make a little change on. So I don't know, early next week, I'm thinking this is going to come out.
I want to show the side by side.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys, let me get a hashtag here. Yoast is toast, and we'll show you why. You guys all said it earlier. I just want to see if you're still paying attention. There's a lot of people still here, so I want to show you guys. There it is. All right. Okay, so you guys already know that we do. We have the kind of the Project Supremacy post SEO where we can enter our title in our description. And we looked at that and we're like, man, we want to squash Yoast because it's like our biggest competitor. So this update, guys, is coming. I'm going to switch to a new site that has the demo on it. Here's the new Project Supremacy post SEO, and you're going to see it's very familiar looking, right? So we can do the no indexing of pages, the robots, all the canonical. For some reason, I've never been able to say that. And we also do the open graph data that Yoast has. So we are updating this plugin, guys, all the time, improving everything all the time, just so you guys don't think like we're gonna just do one of those grab and runs where we just grab a bunch of customers and then run on to the next thing. This is our baby. And this is Yoast's toast. We want Yoast's market, so we had to do everything they do, but then we had to do everything else they don't do and do it way better. So I just wanted to show you guys this is coming right away, and it's badass.
Yeah, we're adding more and more stuff to take away Yoast. All the good stuff. Yoast is bloated, in case you don't know. It's bloated. A lot of bloated code in there.
Yeah.
We're pulling out all the greatest things. Some people are saying, how long do you think this will last? And this is just another way for Google to catch you. And no, I don't think so at all. There's just too many supporting tools on Google.com that shows you that this is what they want. I said it earlier, is that when they don't have to analyze your page, it alleviates their processing power.
Yeah, like why would Google put a whole section of schema on Google developers if this was going to go away soon? Guys, this isn't going away soon. This is barely taken effect yet. This is just what's about to come.
Yeah.
Like you want to get ahead in SEO, guys, get on board with trends, and this is coming. And that's kind of what a lot of our presentation was about, was to show you like all the people that are starting to notice and take notice of schema, and then the proof that it actually works so well. And the reason it works well is because this is what Google's rolling out. This is what they're doing. And we're just giving them what they're asking us to give them as far as schema. And then even with keyword research, guys, we're not getting these keywords out of our head. It's Google that's giving it to us. And it's Google that's suggesting the groups that we do. You know what I mean? Google's telling us what they want, and we're just giving it back to them in a really time-saving manner. And that's why there's no, like, people ask about footprints and shit like that. Guys, think about what we're really doing here. We're just building a site. There's no footprint in that. You know what I mean? There's no footprint in saying Google wants schema, so we give it to them, and Google wants good keyword research, so we give it to them. There's not a footprint in that.
100% white hat, 100% slap proof.
Yeah.
Giving Google what they want. I love it. I love it.
Kelly, you still there, man?
Hey, did you show the new drop-down for adding schema, the different types?
No, I haven't showed that yet.
Hey, all right, so this is the new version that's about to come out. Somebody asked if, it's just for, one thing, and no, it's not. There's, like I said, a lot of different things you can use it for. Right now, we've added these types, and oh yeah, the reviews widget. Oh, we didn't even talk about the reviews widget yet. Wow, we also have a reviews widget that allows you to have a widget on your blog that encourages your visitors and customers to leave you a testimonial and a review. Someone that likes the work you've done and they want to leave you a review. So you have an area for them to be able to do that. Like, your mom. Get your mom to come over, go to your site, and leave you a review.
I think we can show them that actually now.
Our review widget not only puts the reviews on the page, but it also injects the reviews into the schema. I'll say that again. It also injects the reviews into the schema so that the review is actually in the structured data that Google reads. That's groundbreaking stuff.
And it goes a step further, guys. It actually submits this review. Did you say it submits it into JSON? Sorry, I wasn't listening, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
That's what I just said.
Okay, sorry. I was like showing them the review.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, guys, that's like, this thing is like, this is what's coming in like the next few days. And that just goes to show that, like, we're not here, to build a shitty plugin. We're working our asses off to make this thing the best on the market. Like, I don't want anyone even to be able to touch us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could go back to that schema and show you guys a little bit about the new stuff that's coming. And schema is such a big thing. Like, there's so much we can do with schema. And like, I know we had a lot dealing with local guys, but there's so much more that's there. There's Google authors, and then there's products. I mean, we could do when it comes to like affiliate stuff, we can start pulling in affiliate reviews, and like, it's just endless. And we've just begun.
Yeah.
So we will be like, you can look at all this schema that we've added. That none of this was in the other one, but it's all coming. So you can add the types. And
our beta testing group is putting it through the ringer. So you also can do your per page schema markup right here on this page, right there. So now you just select whatever page or post you want.
There it is.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the schema validator. What page do you want to validate? There it is. Look at all that big, bold, beautiful schema. I love this stuff. I love it. Yeah, here's our reviews templates. We're gonna have much nicer looking templates. These are kind of ugly, as you know.
You can tell they were designed by a programmer.
Yeah. And then you can manage reviews, guys. We have a lot of cool stuff coming.
All right, guys, and we have been on here an hour 40. We've got to start wrapping this up. If you have any last burning desire, question, you're on the fence, you can't decide whether or not this will help your life, save any time, let us know. I know it's getting late for especially everybody over there across the pond in Europe and Australia and other parts of the world. I know. So we're going to wrap this up real soon, but we will be here for about another, 5 or 10 minutes to answer any question you have.
Yeah, so if you guys are like on the fence, you want to buy, but you have a question that you need to ask, can you please type in buy and then your question, and we'll know that, you know, like we have to answer that question, and we'll of course try to answer everything as well. Okay, Kinpo, what is your question? Type the question with that.
There, it's right there. Does it work on a non-WordPress HTML site? Schema Injector is also in your members area, which will allow you to select any HTML page, inject the JSON schema markup, save it, validate it, and then re-upload it to your site. So you have that covered.
Jane is asking, can and how can you use it with Yoast and both? Well, I mean, you could. All you would have to do is turn off, excuse me, I'll show you this. Where's my pages?
Thanks, Gregory. Rank and Rank Guide is in the link called Bonuses. Guys, everyone that just bought, make sure you read the plugin compatibility part. IonCube is important. Don't let it freak you out. It's real easy. IonCube means email your support host and they'll fix it. Let us know. The bonus link is at the top. There's also another 2-hour webinar that Herc and I did last week that goes over just nothing but questions and answers from our current members. And we were only going to do it for an hour, but we were having so much fun and so many great questions that we just got into all kinds of things. So there's a great webinar in there as well. You know, don't forget to watch the training videos. If you have any burning SEO questions, put them in the group. Don't send us a support ticket about, you know, an SEO question.
Yeah.
Put it in the group. You know, Herc and I we're in the group too. Not only will we answer it, but I'm telling you, there is a lot of very, very smart, experienced SEO people in that group that I've known for years and years, and they're all in there to help. It's a very friendly group. So SEO questions in the group. Watch the training videos before you say, how do I put schema on per page? It's right there, please.
Here you go, guys. This is the Project Supremacy group. It's closed for member registrations. So when you join, you'll be able to get into this group, and you can see we have 877 members in there that are all like kick-ass at helping out and stuff like that. Super active group. I also wanted to finish answering that question about the Yoast compatibility. We are trying to replace Yoast first of all, so we do not want anybody else using Yoast. We want them using our stuff. But for those who just are kind of still wanting to use it, all you have to do really is turn off this page and post SEO. You can disable it, and then that'll allow you to still use the Yoast stuff. So it's pretty simple, and we have thought of that. But don't use Yoast. Use us. We're going to be better. Can our plugin do XML sitemaps DC? No, we don't have that function yet. We might build it, but honestly, I've personally just used Google XML sitemaps plugin. It's free and it works great. I don't need to mess around with it. I've always done great with that. May you live for 1,000 years. Thanks, Ken. Can we see that weight loss facts and demo in the training? I'm going to kind of, sorry, Nelly, I'm going to just kind of try to stick to questions that are more about the plugin rather than like the training. Oh, you're saying, can we see it in the training? What you could do, Nelly, is get we're going to do the Q&A webinars every once in a while. You could just get on those and you can ask us about anything in there. And we'll answer anything that we know about SEO. Todd's a great SEO. It has a ton of cool shit to teach everybody.
And guys, the price is going up in what, a couple days now, right? And this is like the pre-launch, and then this price is going away. So this is like your last chance to get in and get bonuses. So if you're on the fence, you got to act now. Ask your questions, because we're going to be wrapping this up here in a minute, and you know, this is it. So I think I'm the last webinar you guys are even doing, right?
Yeah.
So this is it. So it's time to make a decision. And I mean, from everything I've seen, this is the best SEO plugin on the planet, and I don't understand why anyone wouldn't get this who's on right now. It's like baffling if even one person watched this and didn't get it and had any hopes of doing SEO on affiliate sites local. The rank and rent guide alone should sell for money. It's one of the best short guides I've ever seen on SEO. Plus this plugin is such a no-brainer. And then the agency license comes with Client Hunter and all that extra stuff. I mean, it's an entire business in a box right here, handed to you for the cheapest price. Like, I don't even understand why this is so cheap. It's weird to me, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So
because we want so many people to have it so that we have a real shot at everybody using it, loving it, and then we're gonna squash you out. So it's cheap right now to get people in and using it. But
yeah, I get it. I know you guys are just good guys and want to help everybody, but man, I know a lot of marketers would sell this for a lot more.
Yeah. Well, we're eventually going to raise that price for sure.
So if you have a last second question, put OTF on the fence in your question, and then but we got to wrap this up. I got to run in like 14 minutes.
Yeah.
I promised my wife I'd be downstairs.
The guy that's asking about can you upgrade later? Yes, but the prices are going up soon. Like, can you upgrade from personal to agency? You can, but the price of both of them go up sooner, so it's better to get the agency right now while it's the cheapest it can be.
Somebody says, what if we're out of business in 2 years? I guess you missed the intro. I've been doing this all my life.
Yeah.
I'm going anywhere.
Nelly, sorry, if you want access to schema competition, you were going to have to get the agency, but it is such a good deal.
Yeah, and I keep seeing, is there a renewal fee after a year and stuff like that, and there's nothing like that.
No. Guys, we've been supporting and updating this plugin since, we first started like getting it out there. It's already twice the plugin that it was when we first released it. And you guys will be able to see that when you go into the Facebook groups and you see like the kind of, the demeanor of people in there. It's not a bunch of people yelling and screaming and angry at each other. Everyone's happy, and everyone's talking about how like this is like the gift that keeps on giving. We pay our programmers full time to keep it coming, keep it coming. I want the best plugin on the market, guys. That's my goal. I want the #1 SEO plugin, bar none, better than Yoast. So we have to make this thing the best.
Hey, Herc, can while we're answering these questions, can you throw up the link on your page on your computer for anybody that just got in or didn't see it
Actually,
earlier?
Todd, I'm going to pass it back to you because you got that nice pretty one. Are you still there? You might be muted. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, yeah.
Let me, okay. Yeah, right there.
Yes, Roger, the sign-in. If you bought the agency license of the plugin, you're going to receive an email with a login for Project Supremacy, and then you're going to receive another email with a login for the Client Hunter tools, okay? So those are two different tools, guys, but you'll get both emails from Project Supremacy with different ways to log into those.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Do not forget to check your spam folders for your activation email. For some reason, AOL, Yahoo really like to throw it in there.
Yeah.
A couple of others have their spam filters on high, and it's ridiculous.
Don Curtin, I think what you're referring to is you actually want to upgrade to the agency already, and are you going to get the Client Hunter and the schema tool if you upgrade? Yes. So in your members area, you'll see an upgrade button. Grab that, and you'll get the bonuses just like everyone else. We don't upsell anything. It's just the price difference.
Somebody's like, bro, come on. Where are the OTOs?
There is no OTOs. We should make the schema and the Client Hunter the OTO.
Yeah, it will be different later on. There's no doubt about it. I mean, this package is extremely underpriced, and we know it, but we're cool with that. We just want people to use it and tell us the great results they're having, and how it's affected their lives, and
You know what I just saw a super interesting question by Derek Seymour. He's asking if we've used this plugin on any sites that had previously been slapped by Panda or Penguin. And we haven't, But it's definitely a cool test to see if it does some, if schema can do any saviors for panda penalties. Penguins, I don't know. Penguins are a little tougher.
Wasn't there that one site that was de-indexed, and then they fixed the index, and then put schema on it, and it popped back up? So,
Well, yeah, in the maps, that guy had shitty schema, and he was out of maps, and then he put our schema on it, and then he popped right back in.
hmm
Michelle, thank you. She said she had already bought it. She just wanted to, I guess she just wanted to see the webinar again. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, we get few repeat visitors.
Nelly, yes, when we say validate, we do mean with Google. Our tool validates your schema with Google, and you can use the validator right here. I'm not showing my screen. You can use the validator from our plugin, or we provide a link to validate with actual Google. So you have two options. Dawn, there will be a replay. Would it work without being maintained through your website? That's my question. Andreas, I mean, you have to use the plugin on your website. Like, if you're wondering if we have like a central server that you can like push everything out to, we don't. I don't know if I would personally go that way. Your site does require a bit of personal attention. This plugin just allows you to do all the work on your site without having to leave it, so it's a lot of time. We might look at a central kind of control panel later on, but I don't know. We'll just have to see about that.
And you guys, there's like a 60-day money-back guarantee, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 60 days.
But one thing I want to say about that is I know that you guys saw a lot of really fast ranking results, okay? We obviously see that a lot. But if you install this on your site and then 48 hours you email us and say, hey, it didn't work, it's been 48 hours, I want a refund. That's ridiculous. It does happen. Just send a support ticket instead. Like, let us help you. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that maybe struggle a little bit, and let us help you guys. Like, go in the group, let us help you first. Don't just slam a refund because things don't happen. Let us help you. We will.
JSON, Joshua, it's using JSON, does not use microdata. That's a little bit outdated. Google favors JSON.
No, Svetlana, that price is not per month. This is a one-time price. You get an unlimited agency license for one price, no monthly. George got it a long time ago. Thanks for attending the webinar again then, George. That's awesome, thanks. Kelson O'Neill, it does include access and updates to version 2 of the plugin. If we were to release a version 3, it's because we've increased the capability of the plugin so much. Version 2 will always be free for you, but if we do a big ass update, obviously we can't keep giving shit away for free forever, but it's going to be a while. And I think a lot of people are kind of asking that.
George, if there's anything specific and all-in-one that you find like extremely valuable, just send us a support ticket and let us know. And we can certainly, I'm positive we can do it. And that's the kind of thing we don't want to look at every single plugin and put we're just not into like doing I'm not into over-bloating this code. I'm only looking at putting in the most valuable assets that make sense, not just a bunch of freaking bells and whistles that that don't really help you with your rankings. So we look at everything. So let us know what you think is awesome about something else, and we can certainly look at getting it in. That's the way I see it.
Derek Seymour, can I steal this? How much time we got left here? He just asked how effective and fast is this for ranking a brand new site, and I can actually show you guys a brand new site and how fast it ranked. Just using.
You got 5 minutes.
You got 5 minutes?
I got to run, but you guys are welcome to stay on and answer folks as long, because I know you guys love providing value and showing stuff, and I really appreciate that. But I got a text that I gotta head down the stairs real quick. So
no problem.
I want to thank you guys, man, for coming on and giving so much value, and this plugin is just sick. I'm stoked for everybody that's going to get it, and there will be a replay, but only the people obviously live are getting the bonus that we gave earlier. We listed in the link area. But yeah, there will be a replay, and I'll get it out as soon as I can. And I'm going to leave it recording while I go so we can get all the Q&A and let you guys do your thing. So thanks for coming on, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys soon.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks for having us.
Todd, I'm going to go over this in like 3 minutes because I know we're getting to the 2 hours. So guys, I'll show you, that question was how fast can this plugin work to rank a brand new site? And I'm going to show you a live site that I'm working on. And thank Kelly for letting us stay on here. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's still hundreds of people on.
All right, guys, here's a new site, spray foam insulation. This is a site that I registered. I'm going to show you this. I actually had this prepared just in case that question came up. This is the site right here. You can see I ordered it on 12/16/2015, so that's December 16th of 2015. All right, and all I did was build the site and put the plugin on it, and you can see my main keyword, spray foam insulation Edmonton, is ranked number 17. And I'm going to show you guys the graphs to show you what that ranking looked like from when I started. So here's kind of when I started building the site. Took about 3 weeks, and then we started popping up really, really hard. And you can see these rankings are still going up. And not for one keyword, guys. Remember this. Not for one keyword. For a bunch of keywords, okay? Every one of them. Popping, popping, popping. And look at these levels. It's just so awesome. And this has happened fast. This is a brand new EMD. The cool thing is I think I was ranked in 4 days. I was ranked number 33 for my main keyword by the 4th day after registering and building the site. And now I'm just letting it sit there, and it's still going up. So I'm not going to build PBNs to this site until it stops going up. That's one thing I don't do. I do something, I wait until it levels off for like a week or two, and then I know Google's done giving it its boost. Then I'll put in PBN. So it's fast, guys. Like it works really fast. If you do your keyword research right and you set up that schema on there, it works really, really fast. And here's a tip, guys, from that Danker Sage thing. He built a brand new site, and right away he went out and built all the social properties for it right away, and then did the same as schema markup. And that's why he all of a sudden was ranked. I think his site was like 4 or 5 weeks old. He was #1 in maps. He was on page 1 and 2 with all his social profiles, and his website was naturally listed on the first page. So just definitely.
Yeah, hold that screen for a second, guys. I've seen a couple of questions. Whenever you add schema, sometimes your site will go up and then it'll dip down.
Like right here.
Just don't do anything. Look at this right here. What Google's doing there is usually testing you. All right, it's called the Google bounce. And it happens all the time. If you've ever done this for any amount of time, you know that, but some people freak out. And they're like, oh my God, I did something. Let me go remove it. Or let me go add more links. Or they start messing it up. And then Google's like, oh, okay, I can see that you're really trying to do something here. So bye. So if you install schema and you go up and then you go down and you go, oh my God, schema tanked my site. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. Look at this, guys.
Schema will not tank your site. Just leave it alone. Now, you might want to go do a link check and see if someone's doing some negative SEO to you. Use some link detox tools to try and figure out if someone is messing with you. That's for sure. Check Google Webmaster Tools to see if you have a notice in there about that site. It's going to be something else if you get slapped. It's not because of schema. So don't panic and don't do anything. You can see this is the perfect example of a site that's brand new, that put schema on, bumps up, kind of roller coasters around a little bit, and then it levels off better than where it started dancing at.
Yeah, actually the main keyword is a really good example of that. Where is it? Because I debuted at number 33, which is pretty insane. 4 days old, and the site pops right here. Okay, and then it falls. And it's like, it didn't work. A lot of people panic here, and it's like, don't panic, man. You need to wait it out on Google and don't do nothing. And look at that. It came back, and then it fell again, and it fell for a while. This is panic mode for most people, but do not panic in Google, guys. That's the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do to a ranking that falls is react and try to do something. Right. Do nothing. And look what happens naturally. It just comes right back even stronger. So hopefully that's a helpful point, but Todd, we're getting pretty long here, so.
We are. One more. I'm seeing a few people want Kelly's bonus, and it is.
I'm going to put that in the chat box for you guys.
Put it in the chat for us. It's coming into the chat, guys, for the The case study.
It's projectsupremacy.com/Felix/free gift. And sorry guys, we know there's still a ton of questions. This is unbelievable, but get in and come into the Q&A webinars that we hold, and we answer these questions like all day long in super long webbies. So hopefully you guys just believe in us and what you've seen, and you join on, and we can see you guys definitely on the inside and answer a lot of your other questions.
Yeah, same here. We've got to go. We want to make sure this recording gets saved, and we're past the limit a few minutes here.
Yeah.
So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. We really appreciate you giving us a little bit of your attention and time, and we really hope that you take this stuff to heart whenever you're building new sites for yourself or for your clients. Install Schema. Google loves it. It's totally white hat, 100% friendly. It's great stuff, and I just hope that if you don't use Project Supremacy, that you use the tools and the training that we gave you today, and you get that on your site. It will be all the rage in 2016 moving forward. Promise you. Mark my words. I was not wrong about SEO hosting. I was not wrong about PBMs. I was not wrong about SpiderSpanker. I haven't been wrong about a lot of things, and this is probably the best product SEO tool that I've ever been involved in. Thank you all so much.
Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see
Bye.
ya.